Why I'm running the Chicago Marathon and how I got there has been on my husband's bucket list for a very long time. Last year, I decided to sign both of us up. If you don't know how to get into the marathon, it's a lottery win when you don't have any record showing that you can actually run the marathon. I registered myself and my husband, and I told him, like, hey, babe, I just want to let you know that I want to run the marathon with you. I think that is very inspirational and it'd be very awesome for us to run the marathon together. And he's like, wait, how can you guarantee that we're both going to run the marathon? And I'm like, well, I can't, but we'll pray about it. Then he said, what if I get chosen and you don't? Now I'm going to be running the marathon by myself. I don't even know if I want to do this 26 miles. I told him, don't worry about it. I'm sure that we're going to end up running it together. An email saying, thank you for applying to the Chicago Marathon. You have not been chosen. Good luck in your endeavors. I literally start crying. I'm on the phone with my husband. He was at work and I'm like, can you please check your email? And he's like, okay. Did you get into the marathon? And he's like, I haven't even looked. And I'm like, please go look now. And he looks and he's like, oh, sis, congratulations. You'll be running the marathon. I start crying even more. I'm seriously crying. So here's why I'm crying. I'm crying because I'm like, why does everything I sign up for, everything that I do is always just so difficult? Why do I have to go an extra mile, an extra step to get to do something? I'm like, you got to be kidding me. My husband's like, oh my gosh, you didn't get in. And he's like, well, baby, don't cry. It's going to be okay. And I'm like, no, but I'm the one that signed us up. I wanted to run with you. You know, I know it means a lot to you. And he's like, no, baby, it's fine. Like, we'll see what we can do. Then I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, you know what? The other option is to sign up for a fundraiser. After a day of crying, the next day I go on the website and I'm looking at the fundraisers and I see the police foundation. I'm all about advocating and helping others, right, when they need it. So what they do is that they gather money to help out the families of officers who have passed. Keep scrolling down and then I see domestic violence survivors. What are they doing? Also, I am emotionally connected to being a domestic violence survivor. I'm reading about it and I'm like, okay, but what's their purpose? Why are they raising money? What do they do with the money? I send out 2 emails. I get a response from both. For the domestic violence, she's like, hey, I would like to talk to you further as to why is it that you want to do this. I say, sure, yes, of course. You know, I wanted to ask questions as well. Okay, my hand's getting tired. Give me 1 second. So now I'm talking to Esmeralda is her name, and she's like, so why do you want to do this? I'm like, well, I'm a domestic violence survivor. I would like to represent them if I end up choosing your campaign because I am emotionally connected to it. I know it's very hard to get out of that circle when you're in it and you can't see beyond. It's almost like the norm, right? But it's not normal. It's not okay. She's like, wow, that's really good. Like, we would love to have you on board. I don't know if you know this, but you will have to raise the money. And I'm like, well, how much money? And she's like, well, $2,100. I'm like, okay, that doesn't seem so bad. Gave me the instructions as to how do I sign up. Basically, I had to make a decision. Am I going to run for the Chicago Police Foundation, or am I going to be advocating for women, against domestic violence? And it came down to, I go to my husband, I'm like, hey, babe, these are the options. This is what they're telling me. And he tells me, baby, you need to make that choice because it's up to you. Regardless of what you choose, I will support. What will make the biggest impact? Where is your heart? That's what you need to ask yourself. And I'm like, When he said that, I knew. I want to be raising money for domestic violence victims. Why? Well, because there's not a lot of people that advocate for them. There's not a lot of people that listen to them. There's a lot of cynicism when it comes to domestic violence. I feel that people think, oh, you got yourself into that situation, like it was your own fault. And that's just the honest truth. I seen that side of people where they turn away from you, they give you the cold shoulder. No one actually advocates or helps them. What they do is that the money that they gather, they invest it into being able to help victims get an apartment or get a hotel, a temporary stay while they transition over from leaving their abusive partner. So with all that being said, I will be running the Chicago Marathon, and I would love for people to support, in any kind of way. I've already raised $325, and I'm reaching out to other survivors. One of the ways that I want to show my efforts to be able to help others by representing victims of domestic violence and survivors like myself, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Things can change when you make the change, when you make the decision to say, enough is enough. I need to look for help. I need to get out of this circle. Different circumstances for everybody, but doing something versus you don't do something, you can't expect different results in your life. If you made it this far, well, I hope that you're invested. I hope to record my progress for myself and my husband. Although he's not representing anybody, he is also trying to raise money for me and helping me out. It's beautiful that we get to do these things together. It's adventurous, it's a milestone, it's scary. It is scary. We'll probably do it once and never again, but you know, it's something that we can mark off like we got to do this in our life, right? For many reasons, health-wise, I'm looking forward to this. We're getting back into a more serious regimen of eating healthier and working out more. Pilates has been great. I love Pilates, but I can't wait for it to get nicer outside so that we can actually go out on runs. We did move, so we have a lot of tracks around us. So I'm really excited about that. And to be able to run on the lake shore, I think that's one of the things I'm looking forward to this summer. So if anybody has any tips when it comes to running a marathon, please, please, please put them down below. Send me a message. I will also be linking my fundraiser link in my bio. Please, please donate whatever you can. DM me if you can't find it. I will send it to you personally. Thank you so much. May you guys have a blessed day.